Let's do a story time, and then we'll do an all signs, huh? Right, so we're going to do a story time, or a fairy tale, right? And we're going to just see what the main story that's going on right now. There's a lot going on. And dynamics being watched right now. Ooh, the key. I like this one. The key is 8 of Pentacles, 33. All right. The key. All right, the key is what is needed, what is important, necessity, revelation. In the Swedish tale, the castle stood on the golden post. The key plays a significant role. A young person must enter the castle but has no key. Several creatures band together to form a key so that he can reveal the treasures in the castle. When the key shows up, pay attention to what it is pointing at. This can be an indication of something necessary or important to your success. It can open up what needs to be revealed. What is behind the key may remain locked and inaccessible. These can be thought of as traps to be avoided or things to let go of. Look for the nearest cards to see what is most urgent in your reading. The key points to what you will need most to succeed in your current question. Okay. So, let's get out a shadow, an oracle card, and some tarot cards for each sign. So Aries, what is the key? Got New Moon Promise. I like the New Moon Promise card because that's not just what you promise other people, but what you promise yourself, right? Masquerade. Yeah. You know, when you break promises to yourself, you do feel like you're walking around wearing a mask all the time, right? You feel kind of silly. You feel kind of like a clown, right? Because you know you're uncomfortable. You're accepting less than what you deserve. You definitely got the Death and Rebirth card here, and this is about allowing something to die, something that you do need to defend yourself. I feel like you've kind of dropped something that, yeah. There's definitely something you need to release in order for rebirth to happen, and it does talk about, you know, kind of defending where you're standing right now, right? Defending your ground. Got the World card here. There's a lot getting ready to turn. A lot getting ready to change, but there's a lot that you just have to walk away from, right? I think you know this, right? It's a truth. It's something that you're, coming to terms with. And then coming to terms with what is going on here. And what it is, like I said, what you've promised yourself, what you'll tolerate, what you'll deal with, things of that nature. And, yeah, get the High Priestess right here. Not going to tolerate less than what I deserve, and I'm not going to tolerate any situation where I'm made to feel lesser than, right? It's time to just shine out in the sun. What else do we got for Aries? What's some other advice? All right. Yeah, it just says stay out of conflicts that aren't yours, right? You've come this far, might as well keep going kind of energy that's going on, right? Defend where you're at right now, whatever decisions you've made, and yeah, just kind of I get the tune it out message, right? right? Like when you're walking someplace or you're going someplace crowded and you put headphones on so that people don't talk to you. That's what I kind of get. It gets like, avoid the conflicts, try not to get involved in them, do your best, right? And it's definitely a calling into like, join back into that childlike energy, right? Focus on the fun aspects of what's going on and where you can have fun, and don't focus on so much about the drama that's going on around you. All right, Taurus. Be authentic in yourself, Aries, for sure. Don't wear a mask for nobody. Taurus, we got obsession. I got obsession and I got this like staring at a phone type energy, right? Tsunami wake-up call coming in. Let's see. Tsunamis are one of those good, bad cards, right? Kind of like a tower card. Where there's a giant wave coming in when everybody's about to see it. We got a reversed hermit. Someone who's coming out of hermit mode. What's you getting into here? Look at it. It's all upside down. Nope. Alright. I'm not really digging the energy that I'm picking up here. Taurus, I don't know if this is you or if this is somebody that's going to be coming at you. That this is someone who's definitely... I got the reverse hermit, so it's either you or them comes out of hermit mode. This is what's going to turn up, right? Spilt cups, something from the past, right? Something... Spilled cups from the past. Someone who's making toxic moves. Someone who costs more than they bring in. Someone who reaps bad seeds in their past, right? They don't overcome conflict. They cause third-party situations. And they bring imbalance, right? And I get a strong energy if you don't know what to say to this person. Alright. I got a reverse 10 of cups on the bottom of the deck there. And a lot of times the reverse 10 of cups talks about like that was a potentiality of a timeline at one point. What should this page of swords Taurus do? They don't know what to say. King of Swords. Ooh, too much. Got a reverse star. I get a strong sense of don't be manipulated by, you know, someone trying to play that divine guidance things, right? Well, focus on what seeds of intention you have been sowing for yourself. Don't worry about the past with them. Like this, I get a lot of toxic past energy with whoever's coming at you right now, right? Ooh, yep. This is a toxic Queen of Wands, right? This is a divine feminine who uses toxic sexual energy, right? Definitely comes off as someone who appears to like to have a good time. They like to come in when there's celebrations, right? There's definitely a focus on the future, a focus on ships that are coming in for you, and don't be a reverse page of wands. Don't fall for this toxic type of energy. All right, let it go. Be a King of Swords. I actually kind of get it, kind of bite your tongue. Don't engage with this person as much as possible because they're going to bring a lot of chaos to you. I feel like this wake-up call is going to be for a lot of people around this person. All right. Gemini. Gemini, I got river, movement, and unfoldment. The child I used to be, or the child I meant to be. I get a strong sense of, embracing who you were. Definitely a call to embrace childlike energy. Have fun. Be playful. Don't be afraid to laugh, right? Don't be afraid. Like, I get a lot of sense of, like, afraid of being inappropriate. Things like that. Like, a lot of times, like, I don't know, like, mind your manners type of deal. Like, not so much mind your manners. Just always afraid of saying the wrong thing, right? Don't be so afraid of that. I got a reversed hangman. I feel like you're in an awkward situation right now. That's probably why you don't know how to act. That's what's bringing in that, oh, I'm scared I'm going to get yelled at if I do the wrong thing type of energy. Whoa. Yeah, don't focus so much on the past. The Wheel of Fortune. Things are changing. Stability's coming in. There's a strong call to focus on nurturing things around you, your own environment, your own space, yourself, right? Focus on who you have a good time with. Don't focus on towers right now. Focus on moves that you can make. There's definitely a masculine energy coming through here. We got a King of Pentacles and the Hierophant. It's just focus on stability and those who bring stability. If you're not focused on stability for yourself, definitely focus on those who bring stability and have stability, not those that bring instability. Worry about what moves you have to make. Focus on what you're passionate about, what you love, right? Sorry, I'm not showing the cards. What you're passionate about, or moves you need to make, things you need to do, what you're passionate about, right? What calls your heart, right? What you like to talk about, what you love, what your feelings are towards, right? Don't worry about judgments, right? Don't focus on casting negative judgments on others. Focus on what you can cast positive judgments on, because that's how you can manifest the most in your life, right? Don't be a drama queen focusing on that, right? It does call for a little bit of hermit mode. If you're on your own right now, it's the universe giving you some time to figure out, what do you like to do when you're alone? That's like one of the number one things kids have a struggle learning how to do, right? That's the child you were meant to be. What had your attention when you were little? That's what you need to figure out again, right? And don't sip from every cup. Be mindful. Don't be led down illusions and things like that right now. And sipping from every cup is how you get poisoned. All right, I got the river in movement. You're not going to be able to see what's around the bend until you start making moves to move around the bend, right? Understand that what you have been through has been what you needed, right? The lotus comes from the mud and the muck up through the waters of emotions, and then it blooms on the top. It's all about learning how to deal with these things right now, right? Because you didn't get a proper chance to learn how to deal with them when you were a child either. So that's the shadow that you're working with. Cancer. Ooh, forgetting oneself. Mountain of Strength. It's definitely a call of losing oneself and needing to ground back in to knowing oneself again. Standing back firm in the foundations of who you are. Not just who you are, but who you want to be, who you're striving to be, right? That mountain you're climbing, that's what that is, right? I don't want to be the person that's not in conflict all the time, right? Queen of Pentacles, I want to be in control and in charge of my own home. I want to love and take care of what I need to love and take care of. Beautiful energy to stand into, for sure, right? There's definitely a call that, in order to do this, you're going to have to walk away from the gossipers, right? Accept defeats if they've happened, right? Whatever it is, right? Just, if you want to get out of arguments, you just got to walk away from the arguments, for sure. Right? It's not about being defensive. This is about moving from your heart center, right? If your heart feels uncomfortable because there's a lot of arguments and things going on, you don't have to engage in them. It's like, it's not that I don't care. It's that I just want to send you love. I don't want to know all your drama. That's the sense I'm getting right now. Yes. You want to focus on what's important to you and what directions you're moving in. There's definitely some towers that are going to be happening. I get a sense that this might not even be a necessary, justice is coming for people, karmic justice, right? This is coming to break toxic ties, right? Whatever towers are happening around you are happening to remove things from your life, right? And it might be powers that are happening to people around you too, and it's a sense of just like that just is what it is. It's the universe moving this person away from you, or moving these ties away from you. Yep. So you can focus on what's more important to you. Focus on those who you build teams well with, those who have your passion, those who are balanced, they're a little bit more traditional. Yep. And where you can feel like you sit on a balanced Queen of Cups energy there, where you can be loving and nurturing, right? That 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups, happy life. I don't want drama. I want peace. I want fun. I want sunshine. I want the kids playing and laughing. I don't want the drama. I'm with you. Leo. Pirates. You know what? I just get a strong sense to leave all these out for Leo. I feel like Leo is going through a whole lot right now. What do we got? We got a storm is coming today for tomorrow. Anointed. Atonement. I'm sorry. Wow, that's way different, but that goes to tell you there's something definitely coming in here. I get a strong sense that there's a calling into the storm. I get a sense this is something that you're coming into, right? You're like, I'm done trading today for tomorrow. I feel like whatever you feel is coming is atonement for your past, and you're ready to take that atonement to break the chains that have binded you into it. Okay, Leo. Okay, Leo. Ebb and flow, allowing the ebb and flow of the universe. Breathe in, breathe out. This is the major meditation card for me, right? I've been listening to ocean waves lately to sleep instead of storms. And it's just a matter of breathing with the waves, right? If you never noticed, kids have been doing this too, sinking their feet into the water with the waves. When the waves come in and out, you envision yourself grounding, like especially if you're standing still with your feet are on the ground. And when you breathe in, you allow whatever emotions are there to come in, and when you breathe out, you breathe out. So you focus on your breathing, and if something comes in that rocks you emotionally, you just breathe it in and then breathe it out, and you focus on your feet sinking down into the sand. Alright, I get a sense of not knowing what move to make, not feeling very in your power. I get the High Priestess reverse right here. It kind of feels like you're not really feeling your intuition. It's making it hard to make a decision, right? Hard to make a move, not feeling your intuition, hard to make a decision. There's definitely a lot of passion, right? feeling passionate about something. Right? I feel like it's all in that place. What's going on here? Got the Magician here. And I don't know why, but I'm picking up a strong message of you forget that most magic is something that, like, especially when it comes to sigils and things like that, you're supposed to make them and forget them, right? So I get this sense of this is something that you've conjured at some point that you forgot about, right? That you fully finally released and it's coming into fruition, right? I got the 7 of Cups here. Just a mindful of illusions around you right now. Keep your focus on what directions you've been heading towards, on what you're reaping harvest on right now. There's definitely some moves that are going to be being made, but you need to really, really focus on those who you work with, right? I get a reversed Knight of Cups here at the end that I need some clarification on. That's what had me stumped. I got a Knight of Wands here too. I got a not feeling equal give and take here. Definitely. There's something going on. There's definitely, I feel like, 2 people fighting for your attention. They feel it's unfair. This Knight of Cups doesn't feel like it's getting enough attention. The Knight of Wands doesn't mean to, but they tend to demand a lot of attention, right? And then you've got the 6 of Pentacles in the middle here, and you kind of feel entrapped by the situation a little bit. All right, so, well, I mean, it already said you need to focus more on what you need to move on from. Who does she need to move on from? What does she need to move on from? Or they need to move on from? It says you need to move on from whichever one is just a lust-based connection, because, look, quite honestly, and this is what it comes down to, there's love and abundance, and then there's lust and there's greed. And they're very, very similar frequencies that people get mixed up all the time. Sometimes love and abundance turns into lust and greed when the love is lost. Whatever the situation is, right? If your heart's not in it, you know what's really funny? This is terrible advice at the same time. Johnny Depp was once quoted as, if you fall in love with another person, you should go with the other person, right? And it's a horrible advice for most people, right, considering what he's going through right now. But at the same time, if your person could fall in love with another person, then you're not in love with that person, right? Why are you with them? You figure it out. You want to figure it out. If you can't leave that person, you need to figure that out too, right? If you can't leave them, you can't see them with somebody else, you can't see all that, then you need to figure that out too. Right? You need to figure out your own feelings on the situation. Because I don't think you're not hearing your intuition. I think your intuition is loud and clear. I just think it's not giving you the answer you wanted to give you. Right? Okay. Who we got? Virgo. All right, Virgo, I got you breaching the surface of something here. We got breach, we got breathe, and we got childlike innocence here. So there's definitely a calm down and see things from the wonders of a child's eye, right? Because you're breaching the surface of something. Where'd you go? Yeah, I get a strong sense of making something fun. I got forgetting oneself, and then I got temple of my body. And I get kind of, yeah. You have forgotten yourself, and you haven't been taking care of your body. And whatever you're going through now is kind of learning from that. What else we got for Virgo? Something, getting a strong message of whatever it is you're trying to do to change this, to remind yourself of who you are and to more honor your body. Instead of seeing it as a punishment, it needs to be seen as more fun, finding a way to make it more fun. All right. I got a strong sense of what started this for you. What you've been carrying, right, is there was a toxic, controlling person in your past. This is definitely a very toxic masculine energy. There's someone who uses sex and everything else as a weapon, money, anything that they can to control other people. I feel like a lot of secrets were revealed. I feel like that they made it feel like it was that 10 of Cups perfect life scenario, and it didn't turn out to be that way. Right, so that's the weight you've been carrying. And there's definitely a call to release it, right? There's a call to, if you're going to carry the past, just carry the lighter stuff, right? Carry the stuff that makes you feel good about the past. You've got to carry those moments that did exist, because these people fake these things, but they are real. They do exist, right? I got a strong third-party situation that needs to be broken away from, right? You need to release this, whatever this is from the past that has this control over you, because that's the weight that you're allowing to carry. It's something that keeps hooking you in and pulling you back. You need to spend some time really alone with yourself to really work with yourself, right? Nurture and focus on your house, your home, yourself, what it is you do really want for yourself, right? There's definitely a Page of Cups here. I get definitely child and children energy. Focus on children. Focus on, you know, who you want to be for them. That kind of energy for sure, right? Focus on that love. Give that love to yourself with this childlike innocence here. It's like, don't be afraid to go out and have fun, right? This person was a bullshitter, man. You're beautiful. People like to see you. You're a good fucking person. You can come out and, you know what I'm saying? It's okay. It's okay. Keep yourself balanced, right? And it is going to balance out, right? People will see what it is for what it is, right? Not what it is for what it is, but get a strong call for just keep persevering what it is you've been doing, right? So I get a sense of don't lower your standards here for sure on whatever you've been dealing with. I've got these cards here, right? So we got the Hierophant, the Ace of Swords, and the King of Pentacles. And this is someone who leans a lot on tradition and routine. What? Yeah, well, kind of tradition. It's like, what? No, this is how I feel. And this is what my traditions and what I believe and what I want to live by, the code I want to live by, right? And you get the King of Pentacles. I'm in charge of this stuff, right? And I've got this Ace of Swords, just cutting through the bullshit of it all and being very centered in this. And now I get a strong call that if you want this kind of person in your life as well, someone who's in control of the masculine aspects and the feminine of this, you need to have that balance within yourself as well. And it's just a big call of stop letting this outside force is what you're carrying. This outside thought, this, you know, I get the, what is it? Why does your ex keep texting you? Because you keep texting back. Type of energy, right? Need to release it, right? Need to breathe, focus on the kids and focus on yourself and maintaining that kind of energy, right? Being more childlike, having fun in life. Libra. Okay. We got Vision Quest. We got Vigilance. We got ancestral DNA. A lot of clearing of ancestral stuff. A lot of leaning into your ancestors, right? As well. Roots, origins, what it is, things that you just need to survive, what's most important, a vision quest. This is all bringing you into a place in your life where you can finally start seeing and noticing and being vigilant. Vigilant of the energies around you. What you have gone through that have left you with nothing has taught you to be vigilant of those who are around you, right? Stone people vigilance is not just those who are around you that can bring you and do you harm, but also those who encourage you, empower you, and lift you up. When you're on your vision quest and you're out in the desert with nothing, right? And you hit a point, what? You think you're gonna die. Who is it you're going to think of that will keep you alive? Ooh, I like that, right? Triumph of lies. There's a lot of illusions being broken right now, right? There's been a triumph of lies. And really, the lies only triumph if you allow them to. They only triumph if you allow them to, right? Those who know you know better. Those who don't know you believe whatever, right? That is not the saying, but it rhymes, so I'm going to go with it. We got it here. I definitely got persevere over third-party connections, toxic connections, trying to come back in from your past, right? It's definitely something that you've had to move on from more than once, build walls against. It pulls on your heart cords, makes your chest hurt, right? This is a toxic connection. That's why it's doing that. I feel like this person uses a lot of the past to get back in on you. That's how they pull on those cords, right? Yeah, this is someone who's trying to come in from out in the cold. What do we do about this person that comes in from out in the cold? I get this person's going to cause a lot of conflict, especially with your friend group. This person causes a lot of conflicts with your friends group. Should she lean on her friends to help maintain? What should they do about this? What should they do about this? I got a reverse King of Pentacles here. I got a very, this does not feel like a very good energy. The universe is kind of like, yeah. Alright, the universe is like, stop asking me what the hell they should do about it, right? Yeah. You've got a Knight of Swords and Knight of Wands energy here, right? I got a definite energy of allowing someone else to help you maintain this balance for sure. But there's also a warning of watching your tongue. Like, help this person is going to be the one that's going to help you watch your tongue the most. Right? That person who's been there. Not necessarily your friend group, though. That's what I'm saying, right? The person who's been there that's not necessarily in your friend group. What else can we get? You should know who I'm talking about there. We all have a loner friend. If you don't, you should. Alright. That was what? Libra, Scorpio. Merchants, Dragonfly. Ooh, triple transformation. I like this one, right? It's very similar to the Lotus. Emerging up out of the pond. Flying around, eating mosquitoes. Not a butterfly, but just as beautiful. I got Gilded Regret. Staying in situations, or, yeah, staying in situations for, yeah, money, for the prestige. Doing things for money, things that you got, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's staying toxic individual here for the money. Staying for the money. Let me see what's going on here. I definitely picking up a toxic connection. This is something, these are seeds, toxic seeds sown in the past. I got a reverse lovers here. It's definitely could be an ex-lover, somebody like that false twin energy. Alright, so now I got this in. This is definitely someone who has a soul contract. So it's like, that's the false twin, but soul contract. So this is someone you definitely have been connected to, right? This is someone, though, that has a lot of hard time doing give and take, though. They bring instability where they should be bringing instability, right? I got victory reversed here. I got the Ace of Swords upright, and I got the Queen of Pentacles, right? I got no victory. There was no victory here, right? You had to cut through the bullshit and cut it out, right? You need to stand firm in what you do need to take care of. Being honest with what with yourself, what your needs are, right? Being honest when someone's lying to you, being honest to yourself about someone lying to you, right? Focusing on who's bringing in love. It's also the child card there as well. Focus on children, those who bring you love, make you feel loved. The Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, this world, it's something is turning definitely for you, and it's moved you away from a toxic connection, so you're going to want to maintain that, right? Understand that good, bad, or otherwise, whatever seeds of intention and whatever things that reap what you sow in these connections as well, even if that what you're sowing, what you're reaping is finally understanding that it was not what you thought it was. Right? I just got a lot of coming to terms with believing lies, right? And owning to yourself that you believed lies. And that's hard. You got to be honest with yourself enough to say that I was gullible enough to believe these lies, right? I was gullible enough to believe these lies, right? And I did it for what I thought was comfort and security, and I need to own up to the fact that it wasn't comfort and security that I got here, right? This has all been to teach you a lesson too, right? This has all been about emerging, right? Overcoming this, coming out of this, is how you go from, yeah, the dragon to getting your wings. Like, the dragonfly doesn't go through the caterpillar phase. There's no break for the dragonfly, right? The dragonfly goes right from a larva to a nymph, right, where it's running around under the water and it's eating bugs, and then it eats mosquito larvae, and then it emerges. It's fully like an adult form dragonfly with no wings, and it comes out of that exoskeleton immediately into a dragonfly form, right? There's no metamorphosis, there's no rest and completely turn yourself into goo and then reassemble yourself before you come out of it and blah 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 for the dragonfly, right? It's moving the whole time it's going. It's a different journey, a different path, a different being, and a different need that it performs for the habitat, right? Sagittarius. Addicted number 11 there. Veiled. Yeah, well, you know, whatever you're addicted to is definitely leaving you in a fog, right? And the Veiled card really talks about being lost in the fog and how pointless it is and a waste of energy it is to keep wandering around in the fog, right? You keep wandering around in the fog, not understanding why you're not getting anywhere. You're getting even more lost. You know, the smarter thing to do would be sit your ass down, lean up against a tree, stay near your encampment until the veil is lifted, until the veil is lifted. I don't know why I can see clearly now. The rain is gone. I definitely get being fogged by a substance with this one. Yeah. Yeah, you definitely, with this being reversed, usually upright, it's like you're kind of missing a sign from the universe, you're missing something. I get a sense that you sense that the universe is trying to hand you something. You sense it is, but you can't see it because you're veiled and you're fogged, right? There's a rite of passage. You can't see where to go. You can't see what rite of passage you need to take in order to get through this because you're stuck in all these toxic bounds, right? All these things that are making it so you can't see which way to go, leaving you broke and out in the cold, right? I got the Lovers here, right? So there's definitely, that's what's pulling this energy. That's what you're sensing through the veil that's making you want to start wandering around, but you haven't won or lost the battle yet. You're still in the battle. Yeah. You're still in the battle. You feel like you got nothing to offer. Man, this is depressing. I get nothing to offer. I don't even feel like you even have any loving, nurturing energy to give those that are around you. You're like, you're not the King of Cups and you're not the Empress energy at all. So that's like, you've got no feminine loving energy to give out, nurturing energy to give out, and you've got no masculine loving energy to give out, right? There's definitely a death. I feel like it's almost like a spiritual death going on here. Dark night of the soul for sure, right? Judgments. Got to focus on your judgments, on what you're judging things on. I got a reverse tower here. Knight of Cups. Yeah. What are you wasting your energy and love energy on? Yeah. And a Knight of Cups. And a Liar here. Got a Knight of Wands with secrets. We've got a Queen of Wands. That's definitely a divine feminine fire sign there. The Queen of Wands is focused more on their intuition. You need to. I got a Knight of Cups that might not be have the best of intentions here, and a Knight of Wands that has a lot of secrets. The High Priestess here, Ace of Pentacles, Magician, Page of Swords. I get a sense of reaching in and really tapping into what made you initially do these decisions. Like, when did you feel like you were most tapped into your intuition, right? When you made that big decision the last time that rocked your life, right? The Ace of Pentacles reversed here, right? It might have left you feeling stuck, and it's just a strong thing of remember what it was you were manifesting when that happened, why you made those decisions, right? Why you made those decisions. I get a sense of watching your tongue, and not just watching your tongue, but being mindful of those who have a hard time watching their tongue, right? The pages can also represent younger people, right? There's definitely a decision that needs to be made, and it's either persist in what direction you're going in or make a decision to stay where you are. But that's why you're constantly stuck in a battle of fighting whatever it is that you're battling right now. You're battling this and you can't win the battle, and you're stuck in the battle because you're not making a decision. So because you're vibrating on two different frequencies, you need to pick which frequency you want to vibrate on. Right? What kind of vibrations do you want to feel? Who do you want to feel vibrations from? Reverse towers, dead things, secrets. You don't want to be numb like this the rest of your life, do you? Right? Got to decide to make a move if you want to take that rite of passage, right? You're not going to be able to see that until the fog is lifted off of whatever this is, babe. Right? You know what? I got to add this at the end. Sometimes this person, it's not even so much that they're addicted to a substance. It's that they're addicted to being the victim. I know it's hard to say to you, but it is. It's what I don't know how to do that. Why? Because if I change how I've been doing things, then I don't know what to do with myself anymore. My whole who I am, my title for myself in my mind, who I am to myself in my mind is based on this thing, these swords in my back, and I don't know what to do if I change the way I act, right? That's part of my core programming at this point that needs to be rewritten, which is hard. The older you get, the harder that gets. Capricorn. Capricorn, summer solstice, radiance, time to shine. Nice. What do we got going here? Fated to suffer. Love this card, right? Who's really fated to suffer, right? In the end. Right? Who turns themselves into a nasty, ugly crow just to try to get revenge on someone who didn't even do anything to them? All they were was prettier than they were. Energy always speaks for itself. Right? I get a sense of I got a sense of not knowing where to go, not knowing what direction to go in right now, and missing something from the universe, or feeling like you're missing something, you're missing a sign. And I'm getting a strong sense that it's like the universe is like, I've given you a sign, and you're like, I need a signier sign. I definitely got a reverse King of Swords here. So there's definitely some manipulator, toxic words, manipulation, things of that nature here that I'm seeing that's what has you confused, someone who's doing that. We've got the Chariot upright. You're definitely being pulled in directions that the universe wants you to go in, whatever that is that you've been focusing on. I get that there's already been a battle, and it's time to either accept that, whatever it is, whether you won or whether you lost, whatever it is, it's done. But the game ends when you stop engaging in it, right? It's time to get over whatever this battle is, and it's time to whatever it was, you reap what you sow, right? Accept that to get balance right now. Yep. Ground into that Empress energy. Nurture yourself. Those that are dependent on you and your surroundings, right? Knight of Pentacles, right? I love this night. One of my favorite memes for this night that I'm picking up on is, behold my fields of fucks. They lie barren, right? It's kind of, I'm making moves right now, but you don't need to see what I'm doing. And I don't have time to worry about what's going on with you. I got my own fields to tend to, right? I got all this land. I got shit to do. Yep. If focusing on you causes a tower with other people, then it causes a tower with other people. Don't let that hold you back from making moves forward and seeing what directions you want to go in, right? It's time for you to shine. If anybody gets pissy about you shining, they're the ones that are fated to suffer, not you. Don't let them convince you that you don't deserve to shine. Aquarius. Oh. Aquarius, I got radiance and I got lake and stillness, right? Fragmented. All right. So I definitely got being pulled in a lot of different directions. Alrighty. Alright. There's definitely this Queen of Pentacles energy, which is talking about you need to ground down into that divine, feminine, loving, nurturing energy. It doesn't matter what you are, you can ground into that energy, right? It's about, yeah, being in control but in a loving manner, right? I got a third party situation here, something that's distracting you and making you miss things that you're seeing, something that comes with a toxic addiction, something that you have no strength over, something that you need to do a rite of passage, right? You need to move on from this energy. You need to stop engaging with this energy, right? Because this energy is costing you everything. It's going to cost you everything if you don't stop. Right? It's time to see it for what it is, right? It's time to listen to your own intuition. Listen to what you say. That's that strong energy that I'm getting right now. Listen to your own intuition. Listen to where your own thoughts are about a person. Listen to what you're saying about them. Listen to yourself. Who's the magician? Get out of here with this. Stop being pulled in too many different directions, Aquarius. You're overthinking it, right? Listen to yourself. It's time to sit still with yourself, right? I got radiance, right? So there's definitely an energy of getting out in the sun, not being afraid to shine. And when you feel overwhelmed, be still, right? The whole lake one comes with this message of, you can't see a reflection clearly as long as the water is shaky, right? You need to wait for it to still. I feel like there's been, every now and then when a rock gets thrown into your still lake, you need to sit still with it for a second and breathe it through, right? And try to radiate that sun energy. Focus back in on that. Be firm, right? I get the strong, be in the positive, right? It's in order to be in this energy, you need to figure out how to balance out that in your male energy as well, right? The positive aspects of it, right? What honor code are you leaning into? What grounds are you standing on for what it is, right? As long as you have a firm foundation of where you're standing, you can still your lake. That makes sense? Pisces. Oh, losing my mind. Of course, Pisces, I'm going to be all backwards with you. All right, I definitely get a lot going on. Whoa, hold on a second. All right, so I got the Wheel of Fortune. I got the Three of Wands, and I got the Page of Wands reversed. Ooh. All right. I got breathe, forest, breathe. grounding yourself in nature, giving yourself time, giving yourself the love and compassion that you give other people, right? Definitely with this Wheel of Fortune, I got listen to it. Listen to what you've been working on, what you've been working towards. Everything's going to get ready to start turning here for you. You need to use your preparation, intuition, and foresight. You cannot afford to get distracted right now. You cannot allow childlike, dickish energies to get in your way, right? I get that as a message coming through too. Sometimes it's less well, like if you're in relationships or whatever, but if not, this could definitely be a younger male character that can, I don't know, make you feel like you don't deserve to love yourself. Yeah, it's kind of time to call the storm. Calling the storm. What? No. I'm not missing this wave again. The Hierophant here. Standing firm in your traditions and your beliefs. Yep. Grounding yourself. What? I'm seated in this throne chair. I'm not moving. Got a positive Knight of Wands here that will stand with you as long as you stand firm. This is guided, right? There's definitely a putting down of burdens that aren't yours to be carrying anyway. Focusing on where you need to pass those positive judgments that help build up your life, not things that you focus on that drag you down, and focus on your own stability right now. All right. We get one block message for the collective right before I roll out. What do we got in general for the collective? Remember that key story at the beginning, right? The key story at the beginning. Talking about working together, the group of animals, to get into the kingdom on the post. No, it doesn't seem like it makes much sense now, but... Alright, so... what kingdom is it that you're trying to get into? That's the kingdom on the post. That's whatever goal it is you're working towards is the kingdom on the post, right? And it's about coming together and allowing things to come together, the animals, synchronicities, and things to lead you to this, right? So there's definitely a focus here now at the end for everybody of release. Releasing this stuff, right? I always like the Medea tree one. Everybody fits in the category of the tree. Some people, are leaves. When the wind blows this way, they're this way. When it blows this way, they're that way. Seasons change, they fall off, they die. They're just there. What to take from the tree and give shade every now and then. Right, is what she says. She said, watch out for those branches. They seem real strong, but you climb out on them and they break and they fall off, right? And as long as you got the roots of the tree will be fine. It can lose as many leaves and branches. It can be cut down to a stump and brought back as long as it's got good roots. And if those good roots are attached to other trees have been known to keep stumps alive for decades until they resprout in the middle and things. You'd be surprised, man. Trees are resilient and connected things, right? But they mostly connect through their roots. That makes sense, right? And we got a temple. Well, also and what you release ends up fertilizing the soil and becoming nourishment for the roots, right? You grow from what you release. I got the temple of my body here. And this is a strong sense of of honoring your body, listening to your body, right? And not punishing your body. I get a lot of people do this thing. It's like this whole controlling what they put in their mouth, right? And that's a very hard battle to beat because food is survival. It's not like you can be addicted to something that you can't let go of. But it can cause people to do some pretty toxic things to their bodies, right? Their inability to stop eating causes a problem of anorexia because they stop eating altogether. If I eat anything, then I end up eating everything, and then I end up doing a binge and purge, and then I end up not eating again for 2 weeks, and it causes this really nasty, gnarly, toxic cycle. For people who end up going the other way and eating too much, right, and gaining too much weight, it's very hard to get started on that goal of shedding the weight, right? And that's a lot of shedding and releasing all these things from the past as well. The toxic judgments, who you were in the past, all that needs to be released. That's all weight that you're carrying, right? And you can't do it by punishing yourself, right? If you're exercising to punish yourself for your past decisions, it's the same as exercising and punishing yourself for eating that cookie. If you're doing it as a punishment, it will always be a negative thing. It will always have a negative thing, and it will always fail. You have to do it in a way that brings you joy, that brings you pleasure, that you enjoy doing it in, right? That's fun, right? Go swimming, go hiking, go rock wall climbing, find a way to make it engaging and fun. Get one of those little rocker boards that you rock on that makes it a video game. Whatever it is, make it fun. Make it more childlike was a big message that came through it all. And that'll make it a lot easier. Where is your roots? What did you enjoy doing when you were little? You can do that again. I mean, if there's fat people yoga, you can do just about anything you did when you were a kid in some way, shape, or form. Me and a friend were talking this weekend about the river and like how cool it would be. We saw some kayaks, and I was like, yeah, I always wanted to get one that has the pedals in the front. She didn't know about that, but I would need the ones in the pedals with the front because my back and my neck and my shoulders go out, so I would need to use my legs to move instead of my arms. Always a way to figure it out. Always a way to figure it out. All right. Blessed be all those who walk these weird and winding paths with me. I'll be back as soon as I can. I promise.